Questions for Rebecca Leslie? You can raise your Zoom hand, please. Justin Levine.
Hey, Rebecca, thanks so much for doing this and congrats on being named the first star. What's it been like for you to A, get back into competition and B, on home soil, so to speak, get that recognition?
It's definitely been really fun to be back in Ottawa. I haven't played here since high school, so just to have family and friends in the stands. I was here for the rivalry series too, and I think that was a great crowd for women's hockey, and I'm just excited to be back with the PW.
And the last tournament was a little over a month ago, if I'm not wrong. So for you to be able to kind of jump right back into things and have success, can you kind of talk about how the day went and what you feel as far as yourself and your team go?
Yeah, I think that we're pretty lucky in Montreal that we have a great training group. Lots of consistency in our team. So we kind of train together all the time, and we've got a good core group who kind of put in the work all season, even without games. They still grind every single day. So I think that's kind of helped us, and it's just having fun out there. That was kind of the main message.
And what contributed to your success today? What would you consider? Was there something particular that maybe motivated you? Was it being back in Ottawa, or was it just again, like you said, your team kind of helping to push that?
I think it's definitely just fun to be able to play games. Like, this is why we do it. We train so much, we skate so much, with the team and practices. So it's just fun to be able to get out there and actually play some games. When we get going, we just get really excited to play.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jared Book.
Hi, Rebecca. You mentioned the Montreal training group. What's the kind of day-to-day like for you? Because you're in Ottawa, right? So what's your kind of process with that group, and how much time do you actually get with them?
Yeah, so COVID's definitely put a little bit of a damper. The past month and a half, the group's been training with just 2 players on the ice. So I've kind of been training for the most part in Ottawa with skills coaches here and other teams here. But then once we open back up to full teams practices, I kind of head there a couple times a week when I can. Try to get out there at least once a week, but skating kind of on my own here in Ottawa when I can, as much as possible.
And what's the process like just to get back into game action, playing other teams from what you're used to in practices, and having the success you had today despite not having that game action?
I think that you just have to put in the work every day at practice. I think that our group especially trains really, really hard, and we compete hard in practices, which helps us be ready for game time.
Perfect.
Simon.
Hi, thanks for taking a moment to speak with us. I didn't see any Ottawa Lady Senators jerseys in the crowd, but lots of Nepean Wildcat players. What's it like to know that young Ottawa players are getting to watch pro women's hockey in Ottawa?
I think it's really special. Growing up, I didn't have that. I didn't have women's hockey coming to Ottawa to watch much. I actually got my first glimpse of like what women's hockey is at the World Championships in Ottawa a few years back. But I think it's really cool to be able to come back here and have those role models for the younger girls.
And back to the game, can you talk to Marie Soleil's performance tonight?
Yeah, she's incredible. I mean, she's been the backbone of Les Canadiens for years. She's always been there. She hasn't always gotten the minutes in the games that she deserves because there's been incredible goalies in Montreal, but she practices with the best players every single day. And I'm happy that she's had her chance to play in these showcases to show how good she is.
All my questions. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Rebecca.